Good evening, Yarnies, Dirty Hookers, and Fiber Fiends. How is everyone doing tonight? I'm doing a little bit better than I was Thursday night. I feel a little bit better. Thanks everybody who was here on Thursday when I had my quiet stream. Um, got some stuff done. I got the edging on the filet crochet, the chicken piece done. Is that all I did? Yeah, that's all I did. Trying to remember what I did. Um, Tonight is Project Linus, Saturday, but before we go into Project Linus, we're going to do another project. We'll get to that in a second. Hey there, why are you so salty? You got first. Well, unofficially first. You didn't redeem the first, the channel point redeem first, but you typed first. And hey there, Nora Fairy. Thank you for the sub. You don't have to do that, but I appreciate that. Getting choked up. I don't really have any other announcements to make today. I have been working a little bit on. There you go. Why are you so salty? You did it. I've been working on planning my what do you call it? Stream at the end of the month where I tell everybody about the state that I live in. So it's a non-craft stream, and that will be on Sunday the 28th. So we're going to have a Maryland-themed stream. I'm going to try to make it so it's not like you're sitting in school. I'm going to give you some information, but I'm going to try to pare it down a little bit so it's not all boring. I'm going to get a brief overview, and then as the year goes on, when I do a Maryland-themed stream, we will do other unique individual areas of my state. What size blankets do they usually want for Project Linus? Contacted my chapter, but haven't heard anything back. Each chapter is different, so it's whatever the needs of the chapter is. My chapter, they want the smallest that they will accept is 30 inches by 30 inches. And that's a good size for a baby blanket. But and I'm assuming most, let me turn my volume down. I'm assuming most chapters are always going to want bigger blankets for older kids because it's just not for the little ones. They accept blankets for all the way up to the age of 18. So like I said, each chapter is unique. It's whatever the needs of that community is. Just wait until you hear back from your chapter. I'm assuming most chapters, they're doing it volunteer basis, so it's not like their main thing that they're always focused on. So you might have to give them a few extra days. Plus, we had the New Year and the holidays and everything. So wait till you hear back from them. Hey there.
One thing straight with you. I do not see plays because I can nap at home for free. And I don't see movies because they're trash. And they got nothing but naked people in them. And I don't read books because if they're any good, they're going to make them into a miniseries.
You know, you would be a much more contented, pleasant person if you would find ways to occupy your time.
I am pleasant. Damn it, I just saw Drum Eaton in this morning at the Piggly Wiggly, and I smiled at the son of a bitch, for I could help myself.
Hey there, Clay Mako. You made your entrance. Do you work with any other charities that do stuff like this? It sounds super cool and great way to give it. Not yet. Maybe in the future. Maybe in the future I can look into other charities to make things and donate on a local basis. In addition to that, yes, and I don't know where it is for everybody. I think it's below. Is it here? I think it's here. It'll say donate to charity. Well, depending if you have mobile or not. I don't know where it is. I do have the fundraiser for Project Linus. Originally, I had a $100 goal. We met that. And then I've raised it to $200, and we met that. And now I've raised it to $400. Again, it's going to be an ongoing thing. If you got extra to spare and you want to spare, that's fine. That's great. In the future, I'm going to look into other charities that are affiliated here with Twitch. It's not just Project Linus. They have tons of different charities that all I got to do is go in and click on the thing and just click the thing and it pops up automatically. So, and I think there might be a way, I had to look into it. There might be a way I can do multiples, but I don't want to get too confusing. But in the future, I might look into some other different charities to do cash donations instead of just physical stuff. So how is everybody tonight? I am running my mouth like longer than I normally do when I first start the stream. Like I said, I'm feeling a little bit better, but tonight, before we do blankets for Project Linus, I've put it off, and I need to finish the Angel Tree Topper that we started, that Granny Karen started beginning in December, a little over a month ago. So, welcome in, Gary. How are you? So all of the pieces have been crocheted, and this has been starched and thank you for the follow, the crafty artist. Welcome in. All the pieces have been crocheted. Most everything has been starched and formed. So this is the angel dress. She's been sitting on this cone for weeks now. So she's fully dry. And I've got the arms and the head and the overblouse. They've been starched. Well, the arms aren't starched. You don't starch the arms. So that's already to get ready to go. So it's in position. All I really have to starch now is the hair piece and then attach it to her head and pin it. And I'm going to let that dry. And separately, on another flat, because obviously I had to make my own cone. And what's really great, if you're going to do any type of forming like this is the box to a case of soda. It's a really thin cardboard that you can easily manipulate, and it's reusing. So we always like doing all of that. But thank you, Gary. But flat, and this is covered in plastic, obviously, so it doesn't stick. So flat. I haven't touched these since I block them. They're heavily starched. Well, heavily meaning liquid starch, like laundry starch is what I used. And so it's like rigid. It's a wafer. It's like a cracker. So that's what we want, because her wing, I'm not going to shape her wings. You can shape it so they're kind of curved. I'm not doing that. She's going to have wings that are going to be sticking straight out. At any time, I can always shape them. There's a way of doing it. A couple different ways of doing it, but basically using some steam to help shape it. And then the halo here. Thank you. Again, it's not complete yet. And actually, while I'm saying all of that, actually no, I got to do the hair first. I was going to plug my glue gun in, because all of these other pieces, the wings and the halo, get glued, and then the pieces that sit on her dress, like the arms and the overblouse with the headpiece, that gets glued too. But first, I need to, like I said, put her hair on. So we've got our little halo. Hey there, Moth. How are you? Welcome in. Okay. Actually, I am going to still use this because I'm going to use some, yay! You're on a 3-stream streak. Woohoo, woo, woo, woo. So I'm going to put the wings and the halo to the side. Oh, and this reminds me, if anybody follows Vintage Sogal, she's not here in the chat at the moment, but I'm going to give her a shout out. If I can type. Let it do its little thing.
Yes, Munchkin's birthday tomorrow. What are y'all doing for birthday? Are y'all having a party? Also, by the way, him with the juice, the video of him with the juice was so funny.
So, if you're not following Vintage Sogal, she is a variety streamer here on Twitch. She crochets, she knits, she cross stitches, diamond paints, needle tats, quilts, sews, you name it. Oh, she's playing games right now. Okay. Yes, she plays games. She is also a fellow Moco Loco member. If you're follow her, and then if you're part of her Discord, you have to join through the Discord. She has done ornament exchanges for the holidays, where if you sign up, you can make an ornament and you get paired up with somebody and you exchange something. So it's like a little gift giving type thing. Well, I wasn't part of any of her ornament exchanges in the past. It could be anything, whatever your art is. It doesn't have to be crochet or cross stitch or whatever. Um, she said it was such a success that this year she's going to do it quarterly. And right now you can sign up if you're part of her Discord. You can sign up for the spring ornament exchange, and I've signed up today, and I've got a thing in the works that I'm going to be making it spring themed. So it doesn't have to be a Christmas ornament, obviously. If it's spring, it could just be a decorative ornament that you can hang wherever or display wherever. So I got this thing that's planned. I don't want to show it on stream in case whoever I get paired up is in my stream and they'll see what I'm doing. So I want it to be a surprise. Hey there, Black Rose. How are you? Welcome in. But the reason I said that is starching, and there's something I'm going to be making that's going to be starched, and so it'll be an ornament that will hang. So I'm going to use the same liquid starch, so it's not real drapey, I guess the word is. So how are you today, Black Rose? We are going to actually, let's do this now. I want to do it now before we're going to try to take our dress off. But that didn't sound right. That didn't sound right. I mean, we are 18 plus. I'm going to try to take this piece off of the cone. And at any time, if like years from down for the road, if this needs to be restarched, I can always restarch it. So it's... There we go. We have a cone. I did it. I did the thing. I mean, it's not the best. It's a little lumpy there, but that could be the back. We all have lumps in the back. Some of us has lumps in the front, too. Alright, so what I need, I don't need the skirt part, I need the cone, because I'm going to be doing some starching here, and going to let it, probably going to, once I starch the hair and put it on, I got to pin it in place, because all these are actually little, are they chain? Yeah, they're loops of chains. I don't know how many chains I had to do. A whole bunch of chains and then slip stitching back. So that's all this is. It's rounds and then however I remember how did I do it? I did the rounds and then I think I had to go back once it was done and do all of these loops. So that was not fun to do. That was the part that I hated doing on this project. All right, Clemika, we should be here. So I've already prepared. Look, I'm like the cooking shows and the how-to shows on TV. I've already prepared a container with some liquid starch. It's like the cooking shows. It's already chopped. So this doesn't need to be saturated, but I want to get it wet. I don't want it super sopping. So I'm going to press out some of the excess. And most of it's going to be shown on the back, so you're not really going to see too much of it. This kind of reminds me, if this starch was a little bit thicker, It kind of reminds me of, remember when you were in elementary school and you did paper mache with that liquid glue that was ice, ice, ice cold? That's kind of what this reminds me of. Alright, so move that out of the way. I can reuse that starch. So I'm going to put this on here. I'm going to put a couple pins just through here, just to keep it from falling off of the cone. Because I'm not pinning not going to starch anything to the top on the blousey part of it. It's going to be pinned into the head, but I just need something to support it. Okay. Now, that's the front, just the way it draped on when I was starching it. So that's the front, this is the back. So give me my pins. So what is everyone working on? I'm gonna put her hair, well, I gotta see her front. Gotta put the front on first. This is the tricky part. I've never done this before. And I don't know how well these pins are going to work, but can't really pin into her head. Finally home from work, eating yummy dinner, chicken sandwich, lots of pickles and Colby Jack cheese. Ooh. I do love pickles and cheese. Okay, that's not working. And hope you had a good day, Mickey. Okay. We might have to do a little modification on this thing here. It was rough, but you made it. Well, at least you made it through. Okay. I'm not going to go and pin every little... You probably can't see it, but there's little loops. That's the hair. I'm not going to pin it all. Because pinning into the head is kind of difficult, actually. Lucky because they put me on dishes early, but I've never got a break and work 9 hours. Your hands are so dry. Oh, no. Get out that lotion and moisturize your hands. You don't want them to crack and bleed. Actually, maybe I can move these little bits of hair the way I want them. It's basically just getting them in place so they're formed. Because after it dries, which is going to take a little while to dry, then I'll take the pins out and I'll glue the hair onto the head. Okay. That's not wanting to pin the right way. This poor angel's got pins all in her hair. Looks like a voodoo doll. Got used so much of the good Avena lotion and feel like you're in heaven. Yes. Okay. And all I'm doing is kind of fluffing it. I'm not worried about the back so much because the halo is going to go right here on the back. So you're not really going to see too much of it. But I just want... I would just... moving them. And again, this is soaked in that starch, so they are damp and you can move them. Okay. let's move her to the side real quick. I'll wipe any of this off. Now we can get the hot glue. Okay. Let's plug that in. It's going to take a little while for this to heat up. Wait a minute. Oh. I have only used this hot glue gun once or twice, and I just realized it's dual temp. Oh, that's kind of cool. But there's a switch, and I can't tell which is the hot and which high and which is the low. Oh well. Started streaming again. It was pretty fun. A little quiet, but it was nice. Nice! Am I following you? Yes, I am. I was only on Twitch last night in Tatter stream. I didn't really spend too much time on Twitch yesterday. Should have prepared this. I should have prepared. I know Grammy is yelling at me right now. Make certain you got something hot, someplace to put that so it doesn't melt. Oh, got it. I got it. I've got it. Oh, no, we don't want the pine cone to fall. I know it's going to be shiny, but for safety, I need something that's non-flammable. You're good. It was in the afternoon for an hour only. That's cool. That's fine. What were you streaming? What were you doing? Diamond painting, nice. I've only dabbled in diamond painting. Maybe I might get back into it again. I've got a couple small pieces. You got to start on the diamond paint along with for Black Sheep. Gotcha. Yes, I heard about that. I don't know exactly what. Are you all doing the same image, or are you just all diamond painting together? I'm gonna try to. Her arms, it was basically a tube, and I had put a pipe cleaner in the center, and it was kind of flat, so I'm trying to round it out a bit so they're not just like flat. We're all picking something that gets at least one side that's 20 inches and has over 50% of the image with space, with a space theme. Oh, very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, Black Sheep meat is great. Another variety streamer. Okay. Waiting for the hot glue gun to heat up. This is thrilling content for everybody. Okay, what is with this music? I don't want this music. It's supposed to be lo-fi, and that's not what I was. Choose an astronaut and an alien sitting on the moon eating pizza. It's going to be cool. That is cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, the one I have, it's down here. Sorry. Is this it? Oh, this is the one. So it's a geometric, more like a mandala type thing. And I think some of these might be coming off. This is years ago. I did a little bit of it. And it was a set of 4, and they're all the same size, and they're all similar colors. That's all I've done. It's just that little bit of that. I did it, and then I lost interest. This is years ago, before I even knew what Twitch was. So if I do that on stream, I'm thinking that might be another quiet stream, where I'm not really talking. It might be just a chill stream. Let me get some better light over here. Oh, no, we do need the light. Okay, what? Oh, it would help. It would help if I pushed the glue down into the glue gun. I need another glue stick to feed the first one in. Okay. It's starting to heat up. Well, the glue's starting to heat up. I don't even know if this is high or low temp glue. Okay. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be gluing her arms just in the back here onto the skirt. I'm going to try to determine what could be the back. That's the back. It's a little bumpier there. I think that's where the cone wasn't as smooth. And this front looks fine. Yeah. See, I'm only going to do on the back and from here to here on this back side. Because once it's attached, then I can move her arms and adjust them. But it needs something to attach it first. Again, I don't know how well this is going to work. I've never used hot glue and crochet before. Hey there, Fairy Dust. How are you? I'm giving my angel some arms. We already had our hair did. I'm using hot glue. Watch out. I'm armed. And good thing about this, if this falls off, I could always get hot glue and reattach it. Alright, so her arms are attached, and I gotta remove all these thin strands. Arms beneficial. I kind of like having, yes, they come in handy. Haha, handy. Hey there, Sky By Queen. I almost said that spy guy, but that's a totally different person. How are you? Okay. So her arms are attached. Now, even though her hair is not dry, I'm going to remove the pins that are holding this to the cone. I'm gonna leave the other pins in place. Hey there, Blue Raven, how are you? I'm constructing my angel. And I'm going to glue this on. So, just need a dollop of glue. And I want her head to stay on. So I'm going to be generous with that glue. So, sadly, I'm not adding the hat to the amigurumi as it looked horrible. Don't know what it... All right, well, you know what? It doesn't need a hat, or maybe give it a day or two and then try it a second time. Could be better. Just need to distract myself from your thoughts. I'm sorry. I hope you feel better. Well, we're here so we can distract you. I know you're seeing top down of the angel. I don't know how well you can see in the front monitor camera or what she's going to look like. Angel is stunning. Yes, it was fun to make. The part I did not like doing was the hair. Everything else was fine. I love doing it. Your second one, both came out bad for the hat for the Emmy. Oh, that's fine. Not all dogs have to wear... Well, actually, most dogs don't wear hats, but... Exactly, yeah, keep trying. Okay, I'm going to remove this back pin. We're not going to put the halo on tonight because the halo obviously goes against her hair, and her hair is still wet from the starch. So that will have to be done another day. But we can do the wings. Next Friday, I'll order the yarn for your mosaic blanket, deciding on the colors. The ones I'm leaning more toward at the moment is dark purple, light lavender, and dark purple and gold. Ooh, yeah. Fairy Dust sent me a picture of a mosaic crochet blanket that he's going to attempt to make this year, and it was really pretty. And also, Clay Miko, around that same time, Clay Miko sent me a picture of another mosaic crochet blanket. So I guess it's a theme this year. I guess that's like the thing to make is mosaic crochet. Yeah, dark purple and gold would be good, or dark purple and light lavender. Either one would be good. If you want more of a contrast, I'd go with the purple and gold. She's got her wings like that. I don't want to get the hot glue. Trying to see. Let me see if I can pull up the picture larger for myself. Christmas patterns. Oh. Okay, they're coming up right to the bottom of her hair. Need to start crafting. Haven't done much. If you don't have the motivation, then I understand. But if it's something that you really want to do, yeah, why not? Okay. Yes, what type of crafts do you do? I'm trying to see how it's going to look from the front. Cross stitch, diamond painting, crochet, but you're very beginner. Yeah, I remember you were asking me questions about crochet. Okay, the example, the skirt looks a little different than mine, but that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. It's the way it was formed. The only mosaic piece I've done so far is a washcloth, wanting to do one on a much grander scale. Definitely going to learn how to do an envelope border because fuck weaving in that ends. Well, if you were closer to me, I'd weave in the ends because I love weaving in ends. Yeah, okay. That's going to go right up to that pin. Is there? Yeah, there is a right and a wrong side. Okay. Plenty of place to put the glue there. Happy tummy. The sandwich stood no chance. Sounded good. Okay. Cherry. Oh, I haven't had cherry Coke in a while. I do like cherry Coke. Actually, no, I take that back. I did have cherry Coke like a few weeks ago. Chocolate chip oatmeal cookie. Ooh. Mickey's got all the yummy yums. Okay. I don't know how well this is going to work. This might have been a bad idea to put this wings on right now because it might need to wait till the hair has dried so I can glue it there, but there's no other place really to stitch it, or not stitch it, glue it onto. Got this point here and that point there. Love a cherry 7-Up. Oh yeah, cherry 7-Up, or at the holidays, the cranberry 7-Up or the cranberry ginger ale is good. But a really cute bookstore cross-stitch bookmark pattern. So I'm planning on doing that tomorrow. Yeah. I'm taking an electronic break from my brain to rest since I've not been great mentally. Yes. Sometimes we need to unplug and de-stress. Think I did what our puppy does. I don't even think it tasted. You taste it, just gobble it up with 2 bites. Oh, Grammy said something. Grammy misses Almond Smash. I remember Almond Smash. Almond Smash, and I think it was only regionally where I live. I don't think it was nationwide. It was it was produced by a beverage company, a soft drink company called Suburban. I think they were based here in Maryland, I think. And they had all different flavors, but they had Almond Smash, and it tasted like cherries. Because almonds and cherries, like the trees, they're related. They're in the same family of plants. It was so good. I'm in love with the peach knee-high that I found in your local card shop. Ooh. There is... Oh. I just had that idea. Just had an idea. I need to talk to Clay Miko. Not right anytime soon. But for our, like I said, the last Sundays of the month, I'm going to be doing a Maryland-themed stream. And there is I've never been there. There's a soda shop west of here, the western part of the state. And they've got all different unique flavors of soda in glass bottles, and they're like local or small bottlers. Yeah, I'm brainstorming. Love cherry flavors, things, but the actual cherry fruit aren't sweet enough for me. Yeah, I can kind of see that. Hey there, just a curious brain cell. Welcome in. I'm giving my angels some wings. Want to try the pickle juice soda? Oh, no. No, I don't know. What is it, Jones brand soda? I know they've had ones that were like at the holidays. They've had like mashed potatoes and gravy, a bacon one, corn, green bean. No. Haven't seen knee-high sodas in years. Get a Big Red every time I go to White Castle. I've never had Big Red. Actually, speaking of weird sodas, there was one time months ago, and speaking of Vintage SoGal, was in her stream, and I think it was like a challenge or type of redeem or something she had to try different like weird flavored sodas or something. There was when I saw her on stream, she tried the ranch soda. She said it was disgusting. It was disgusting. And I don't want ranch soda. Yes, Grammy gave a container of pickled cotton candy as a Christmas gift. Love pickles. But yes, you call them gherkins in the UK. Yes. Actually, here in the US, the smaller ones sometimes are called gherkins. When they're like that big and they're about as big around as my thumb. I know Mount Olive, which is a big pickle company here in the US, calls those gherkins. Highly obsessed with the knee-high sodas. I've had in the orange and the peach, and love the peach one so much. Yes, I've had orange knee-high, and I think I've had grape knee-high. I haven't seen those in forever. I didn't try it, but everyone else at Christmas who has tried it before said it was disgusting. And the one person loves pickles, and she was like, ew, no, it's horrible. Really small pickling cover? Yes, the really small ones, yes. Okay. I need to get under here. Let me move that out of the way. Yes, I like a lot of things pickled. One of my... Hot glue is hot. I was actually going to say that, Mickey. Okay. There's a good thing that there's no smell of... I mean, I don't have any now. But there's no smell-o-vision around. But one of my favorite things, favorite vegetables in just general, are onions. I love onions. Little story. Back when I was in middle school, high school, all this food talk's making me hungry. Oh, I'm sorry. Back when I was in middle school and high school, one of my favorite snacks, come home from school, get a big whole onion. I don't care what type of onion it was. Yellow onion, white onion, purple onion, you name it. Slice them up. And then dip the sliced onion in ketchup. Nobody else in the house bothered me the rest of the day. But yes, I do love onions to this day. And pickled onions, like the little cocktail, we actually had them at Christmas. The little pickled cocktail onions, oh my God, they're so good. Pickled bologna, yes, I've heard of that. Pickled pig's feet, yes. You love the smell of diced onions, yes. Gonna have to go and find the bologna. You live in the South. True story. Yes, nobody would go near me. And to this day, I love extra onions. Like, if you're making something and there's onions in it, put extra. Grammy will make pot roast. And I always tell her, extra onions. Put extra onions in there. You can have the carrots and the celery and the potatoes. It's all about the onions for me. Pig feet? Yeah, I don't want the pig's feet. I don't want the pig's feet. All right. So I think we have Angel wings on the Angel. So she's coming along. I gotta wait for her hair to dry because she just got out of a hair salon. Gotta wait for that to dry, and then once that's dry, I can put on her halo, and she will be done. Love the carrots and pot roast. Yes. No, the carrot. I mean, I'll eat the carrots and the pot and everything else, but the onions definitely soak up the juices. So that is, she's almost done. The only difference is when I went to block the skirt here. I guess I didn't pull it down far enough. Because you see hers, it's scalloped here. It should go up. But that's fine. It's not that big of a deal. It'll still be fine. But, I'm going to put her back on her cone so she can dry. And I guess if you can look at the oh, it's keying out because it's clear. Let me see if this will work. There, you can kind of see her. So I didn't curve her her wings, but that's always a problem. You might need to drink a glass of water. Oh, you just ate and you're hungry again. Yeah, yes. If you just ate and you're hungry, drink some water. That'll help fill you up. Been eating some chili. Ooh, little on the spicy. I love some chili. Okay, so Angel can go to the side. I'm going to put my pins away. Haven't had much time to drink water. Yes. Stay hydrated. Speaking of which, I'm going to get something to drink. Great minds, Spy. I'm unplugging my glue gun. I don't have water. I've got iced tea with a little, well, more than a little, a splash of lemon juice in it. Because I love lemon, too. And speaking of which, I have to go down and get some more beverage here in a second. Okay, let's put that there. Oh, I can put the glue gun on this table because this table is not wood. It's like a laminate thing, so it's not going to get messed up if the glue drips on it. A bottle of water or a pitcher of margaritas. Yeah. Yummy water. What is margaritas yummy water? Okay, so. Oh, nope. Well, I don't need the glue gun. From Friday, I have to get used to drinking hot water, honey, lemon for your singing. I've heard that will help with your singing. And if you didn't know that, but Blue Raven sings. Margaritas of water that have been blessed by the Mexican restaurant gods. You are correct. So I thought I was done with the starch. I'm not done with the starch. I'm only going to do one of these. This is the fan. We did this in the very beginning of December. And I got to get my pins back. Oh, I got enough pins here. So I got to starch it and form it. I've already made a little sketch here. You probably can't see it. I drew out some lines so I know where to sketch. So it'll be pleated like a fan is. You never had a margarita. Ooh. If you ever find some places margaritas and they have frozen ones, the frozen ones are better than the non-frozen ones. Oh, you're learning to sing from next Friday. Gotcha. So, I'm going to ask everybody, which one would you want to see blocked first? The white one or the red one? All I'm going to do is soak it in the starch, get the excess out, and then we're going to pin it in place. And we're going to, this music, okay, I'm not, no. Red, we have 2 for red, 3 for red. I think we're going to do the red. I will do the white one at some point. I've already done the bells. I didn't do those on stream. They've already been starched and formed. I think I posted them in the Discord. They're on the Christmas tree at the moment. Hey there, Sue. Gremlin noises. But once this is blocked and set and ready, then I'm going to have to make the tassel for it. The blue. make the tassel for it, and I'm going to find some ribbon to weave in this part of the fan. How are you, Sue? You missed it. We were using hot glue. The angel has got her wings, and her hair is being set at the moment. She went to the salon. Playing games. Yay, yay for games. And now I'm going to be dunking my fan. This is actually kind of fun. So I'm just going to squeeze out most of this starch. Like I said, if this was a little bit thicker and colder, it would be the paper mache glue. It almost has that consistency. It's not as thick and I don't know what the word would be. And this is just regular, ordinary liquid laundry starch. Okay. Okay. Let me get some pins. I should have had this prepared. And we're going to see how well I can do this. Okay. So Faraday wanted the blue one. Okay, well, if you make a blue one, then go right on ahead. You only dare use spray starch. That could work on things that are flat. I don't know if it's going to be strong enough for anything that has to be three-dimensional. Yes, for doilies, yes. Now, did you know, so that back in the day, like the 1950s, it's very popular, and I found some patterns, I've never made one. It's very popular for some of those doilies to have the center will be flat, but everything else was ruffles, and the ruffles were huge. Like, huge. I'll have to see if I can find a picture of them when I get a chance. I've never made one. You would probably have to take something round. Yeah, inconvenient for tables. Yeah, you'd put something small in the center or whatever. Probably have to take something round, like, this is something that doesn't exist anymore. Film canisters. That's showing my age. Some people in here are going to be like, what? To support the film, as in, like, photography cameras. Film, as in, like, click pictures, not phone. Film. Poodle skirts and iron their hair on the ironing board. Hopefully not with the starch. Yes. Oh yeah. You can use actually, yeah. Prescription medicine bottles would work. Oh, we're gonna have an ad here. So I've pinned that in place. I'm going to come back and mess with it at some point. So we're going to go to an ad. I'm going to get something to drink, and we will be right back.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Welcome back, everybody. Um, Went and got something else to drink because I was running low. My fan has been starched and blocked, so I'm going to put the fan to the side. We'll arc on mute for the rest of the stream as we need to stay focused while drawing. Calls case in no time. Thank you very much for the lark, Sue. You have a good evening. I'm glad that you were here. And yes, you can call case anytime you want. Excuse me while I'm trying to reorganize everything. Alright, I'll do the white fan when the red one is done. So I think we're going to switch gears and we are going to actually do Project Linus Saturdays. We haven't done Project Linus Saturdays in a long time. And long-term viewers will probably remember this blanket. I gotta find the zoom. This is something we started a long time ago. Well, I'm gonna try to finish this. The thing is, I did run out of this yarn, but I have another yarn that's very, very similar to it. The difference is, instead of this baby blue, it's got this green, but I think it will still work. So that's what we will do. These are both technically vintage yarns. They're probably from like the 80s or 90s. They're still in good condition. Never been used. Let me do the thing. I'm going to disable that. And if anybody wants this pattern for this blanket, it is a free pattern on Ravelry called the Aiden's Radiating Diamonds Blanket. Exclamation point Aiden will get you the pattern AIDEN. It'll pop up periodically in the chat here. And I'm going to try to get some more work done on this. We'll see how far I get. This is the 8675309 blanket where I get to count 3 or 5 or 7 or 9 or because it's a variation of filet crochet to get this stitch pattern. And I need a drinky drink. Put a shot of lemon juice in my tea and very lemony. Oh, and I'm so sorry. I was caught up with the Angel and the Fan. Mickey, you said you stream. You started streaming. I'm going to give you a shout out. Go and check Mickey out. They have just started streaming. Or streaming again. What does it say? In the land of streams so cool and bright, Mickey shines both day and night. With games and crafts, they charm with flair, diamond painting with a whimsical air. In a world where vibes dictate the play, they chat and craft in their own merry way. Join the journey so vivid and grand. For a Mickey stream, all is fun and grand. Oh, you're welcome. Your old streams from a year ago, you got to get back to Fortnite. Very cool. I've never played Fortnite. I've heard of it. I don't know what any of it is about. I am not a gamer. But I will support you. I will send people your way. Again, I've told this story before. The reason I got into Twitch, I have a good friend I've known for well over a decade online. He streams. He plays games. He plays World of Warcraft and Skyrim and Fallout or whatever. And a bunch of other games. And I'm going to shout him out. That's how you spell it. I don't... Oh. That is my friend Daniel, also known as Frog and Turtle Gaming. He is the one who got me in, to suggested that I should stream. So, I didn't know that they had makers and crafters here on stream, on Twitch. I thought it was just gamers. And, so, like I said, gaming is, something I don't really do. But, he is the one that has... He's the reason for all of this. So yes, check him out. He's just gotten over 100 followers. Trying to get him to be affiliate. In the land of streams so shiny and bright, Frog Internal Gaming plays into the night. From Azareth's plains to Tamarill's shore, they craft, they fail, they laugh, and more. With Fallout's wasteland beneath their feet, they save their saves. No small feat. Sickness or health, cancelled or play, their gaming antics brighten the day. BlizzCon cheers, Skyrim sneezes, and every stream a new adventure pleases. Join for the fails, stay for fun tales, where Frog and Gaming never bails. So, yes, check out my friend over there. If you catch me in there, in his chat, you might be a little startled because I like to pick on him and irritate him. So it's different type of vibe that you would see from the Crafty Cub here on my channel. Kind of instigating him over there and just, you know how friends are. Hey there, Upcycly. I'm pretty good. How are you? Yes, this is a blanket I started months ago for Project Linus. It is the Aiden's Radiating Diamonds blanket. This is some vintage yarn. And speaking of vintage yarn, you're using some so-called vintage yarn, older yarn, and reusing it, or actually using it. And so this is yarn I've had for a long time. This is probably from the 80s or 90s. It's never been used. It's in really good condition. And this will be a blanket for Project Linus. And another shout out will go to Upcycly. If you don't know Upcycly, another Moco Loco team member, you need to follow Upcycly over there on her stream. Should just turn this music off. I don't hear any sound on that clip. Oh, the video with no sound. Yes. No, the cat sweater. Yes, yes. Upcycly basically takes trash and turns them into treasure. All different types of things. She is crocheting a blanket. Each square is a different stitch, and is going to be a gift for her stepdaughter. And it's using her late mother-in-law's yarn, so it has sentimental value to it. In the land of Twitch, there's a crafter named Up whose streams are so cozy as a warm teacup. With hooks and with yarn, they crochet with glee, upcycling treasures. Thank you, 03 Sarah 99 for the follow. Welcome in. With hooks and with yarn, they crochet with glee, upcycling treasures for you and me. Join in the morning or when stars are bright for a crafting adventure that feels just right. Say hi or lurk. It's all part of the fun with Upcycly. Oh, the crafting's never done. Yarn is so cute. Yes, like I said, it is a classic baby yarn. Actually, it's two yarns. This was the first thing of yarn that I had. I ran out, so I'm using this. It's slightly different. Instead of baby blue like the first one has, this has a green. So they're similar. It's not exact, but it'll work. And I really like this pattern. You're going to lurk while you diamond paint? Well, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate you being here. You have fun with the diamond painting. And I'd love to see what it looks like, or progress pictures as you go along. Let's bring the music back. So let's see if I can figure out the pattern for this. This is a pattern that I got to count. Am I getting snow? No. Well, as of now, no. We got some rain, but like very light rain. We didn't get like downpours. It's. I don't want snow. Then we want 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Are you getting snow, Gary? And then we do 4. Skip 1 and do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is where I got to pay attention to this. Chain 3. 1, 3. Skip 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Same people are freaking out all week. It was supposed to snow all day. It just rained, yeah. I think north and west of my region, the northern and western parts of the region, were supposed to get snow. I don't know if they got any. I'm south and east of the general region, and usually this early in the season, we get rain, maybe a wintry mix, but this afternoon was only like 37 degrees, so it wasn't cold enough. 37 Fahrenheit. It wasn't cold enough to really do anything. I want snow. If you get snow, I demand you give it to me. You can have all the snow, Sky by Queen. Let's send it all to you. Okay, the way they were talking about the storm in the Northeast seems like a blizzard. Well, it all depends on where you are in the Northeast. And where how cold it is. I mean, there probably are parts of the Northeast further north of here that probably are getting blizzard-like conditions. It rained there all morning, upcycly. You're in Florida, right? And I've heard it rains a lot in Florida. Okay, so that is 4. And we do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, when I do the Maryland theme stream, I'm gonna kind of give an idea of how it is here in the state and all the different landforms and terrain, because we go everything from the ocean all the way up to the mountains. So, Florida here, not as much as I thought. Mostly rainy from May to November. Yeah, mountains in Maryland was to get 4 to 8. Yeah, well that's nothing for the mountains of Maryland. And the mountains start probably about almost 2 hours from here, west, roughly. That's when you start to get to the mountains. Maybe a little less than 2 hours, but just about 2 hours. They can have it. They can have all the snow. But like I said, we've got every type of land feature pretty much in the state. That's 5. You're watching the radar. Do 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Is it bad? I'm ready to go to sleep. It's only 7. I don't want to go sleep this early. Maybe I don't. No, it's not bad. I mean, if you're tired and your body needs it. You said you worked with 9 hours and you were washing dishes most of that. I mean, yeah, if you need to sleep, go to sleep. But you just ate. I have eaten and gone right to bed, and I feel horrible afterwards or in the middle of the night. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, that right there is the pattern. The links to the pattern for this blanket. Forgot, it's also on their website and Ravelry. Both places, it's free if anybody is interested in this pattern. Every time I eat and go to bed, I was looking in the middle of the night to poop. Yes, yes, I get horrible stomach cramps because your body doesn't adjust to digest. And it's 5, so 11, 5, then 4. Physically can't go to sleep too early, or I wake up so many times in the night and already struggle with staying asleep. Oh, I'm sorry that you struggle with that. 2, 3, 3, and 4. And I don't like this song. My boyfriend is nuts. He lays down after food to digest it. No, 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 no. I want to sit back and relax, but I don't want to lay down. 11, 5, 4. Oh, and then we got to do the thing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what I'm doing here is I'm making, oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. This row calls for these large holes because that is starting this little flower little pattern here. Four, and then 5. 1, 2, 3, and 5. Oh, just want to show everybody. So this week at some point I did tie in all of my tails for this tatting piece that I did on, was this New Year's Eve? Was this during my my marathon? My celebration stream? Yeah, I think that was during the celebration stream. So that was my very first tatted piece. It's all tails woven in and snipped off, so that is all done. It's not the best, but for my first, I think I did a decent job. So that is a finish. And off stream, well, we started this on stream. I think that same stream. This is going to be another little, I think it's supposed to be a coaster or a medallion. So each round you do a different color, or you can do a different color. You don't have to. So I've got those, and then I've got 3 of these sections. I got to do, what, 5 more? Yeah. So I'm working on it. This one is not easy because the needle, I think I'm using the right needle for this thread because this is a thicker thread. This is a size 3, and this yellow one is a size 10 thread. So I'm using the right, a bigger needle, but I've noticed just the needle itself, and with tatting needles, the eye is supposed to be in line with the rest of the needle or slightly wider, and I can feel that this is the eye is definitely much wider, and I'm having trouble pulling this through, but I'm making do. It's not, and there's a bunch of places here that are big mistakes, and there's some knots in the thread to begin with, but oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm having fun. I'm again just learning how to tat. And I haven't touched shuttle tatting in a while. I need to get back to that. Because the piece that I started for shuttle tatting, it's going to be the same piece, but in a different color thread. So I'm going to do the other one, the shuttle tat of it, and then compare the two and see how it works. Then 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And how are you, Just a Curious Brain Cell and Bray Crochet? I put too much lemon juice in that. 11. Now we do 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we do a set of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doing good. Working on granny squares. Yay! Love granny squares. 2, 3. Been great. Slept until 2 today and only actually got up around 5. Oh, sleeping in. Love that. 2, 3, 4. And then we do skip 1 and we do 5 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thinking, finish the section of the diamond painting, fold clothes, and then bedtime. Well, I understand. You said you had a long day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Did I do this right? 4, 5, 11, 4, 5, 4, and that. 4, 5, 11, and then 5, 4, and then the thing. Okay. So we're going to do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, and there's another tatting piece that I'm doing. Yes, I've got multiple tatting pieces. This is just starting out. I don't even remember where the beginning is. Wait a minute. I have to look at the pattern. Oh, there's the, okay. This right here is the center. That is the center. And then it's going to be a series of all of these around. This is a vintage pattern. I don't know when this pattern is from. I had trouble understanding it, but I think I had to message Traveling Tatter on how to read the pattern, and I think I figured it out. So it's going to keep going all the way around, and I think that's it. I don't know if there's any more to this. And I don't know when the pattern is from. Actually, good question. Let me double check to see what year. I'm just curious of what year this pattern is from. Wait, what page? Page 16. I'll show you what it's supposed to look like. Where's the thing? It's this here. That's what it's supposed to look like when it's done. I don't know how well it's gonna actually look like that, but I need to find out when this is from. I'm just curious. I like to know how old things are sometimes. Let me see if there's a... It's from a book called The Priscilla Tatting Book, number 3. Copyright 1924. Doing a vintage pattern. Or attempting to do a vintage pattern. As I'm doing a more modern pattern. Okay. And then we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we do 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Mickey, now that you mentioned those pickled onions, now I want some. I just had some the other week for the holidays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 1. You can feel the mouth. Yes, that, oh, just that sour tartness and the crunch of how they burst. I don't want the sweet ones. The sweet ones are yellow. The yellow ones, I don't want those. I want the sour ones, the white ones. I like most pickled things. I don't like pickled eggs. Well, it's been many years since I've tried a pickled egg. And I don't like beets, period. So I don't want pickled beets. 1, 2, 3. Skip 5. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then do the thing. 2, 3. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm only done. Yeah, I've only done one side. When I get this round done, I think we're going to do some tatting. So I'm going to mix it up today. We built an angel, or building an angel, I should say. Doing some of this blanket. And then I think I'll do some tatting. Practice that. Pickled cabbage? That's sauerkraut. Love sauerkraut. Oh my god, I love sauerkraut. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, yeah, 5. Check your foul account. You're one away for a tarot reading. For a tarot stream? Alrighty, so let's get Blue Raven to his goals. Seven, 8. If you're not following Blue Raven not only is a great mod, but also a great streamer. He does it all. Crochet, card making, gift tags, building a foam board house, music of all sorts. There's so much music stuff, can't keep track of exactly everything. There's probably a bunch of other different things. In the land of Twitch, there's a crafty bird, Blue Raven. With music and art, they fill our hearts, and never do they... Oh. In the land of Twitch, there's a crafty bird, Blue Raven 8793. With music and art, they fill our hearts, and never do they part from glee. From patterns to songs, their streams belongs to those who love to see. A chill vibe flow as creations grow, can it be? Join the nest for fun that's best, a birthday bash was key. So tap, follow, don't be hollow, with Blue Raven, you're free. Thank you for the follow. Monday stream is going to be your first tarot stream. Woohoo! Again, thank you for following Blue Raven. But not only does Blue Raven stream and does a whole bunch of different things on his stream, and is a great mod here, I think you're also a mod in a couple other streams. I know you're a mod for Upcycly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I gotta count these, how many stitches I do, because that determines where these open holes are for this pattern. 3 and 4. So you're gonna do a tarot stream on Monday? That's pretty cool. I know it. You do card making, gift bags, gift tags, gift boxes, crochet, latchhook, diamond painting, spray painting, / graffiti, writing series of books, songwriting, connects, cross stitch, matchstick models, foam models, play the guitar, play the keyboard, bit of cooking, attempt to draw, singing, play the drums, and tarot. The Flail, me, and Upcycly. There. I'm not familiar with the channel The Flail. If you want to shout them out, go ahead. 2, 3. 1, 2. Next week we're supposed to get an article blast that will put us into an Arctic blast put in the single digits. Oh, no, no, no. Yippee, finish the section. Now you're full close and go to sleep. All right, Mickey. Thank you for hanging out here. Congratulations on getting the section done, and now you can get some well-deserved rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hey there, Fiber Bunny. How are you? Blue Raven, can I get a shout out for Fiber Bunny? Nights, good luck on the rest of your stream. Hope it's a good night. Thank you, Mickey. Yep, I think it's going to be a good stream. Gary, thank you for the biddies. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate that. That's 5. If you're not following Fiber Bunny 93, another great streamer here on Twitch. They crochet, and they were knitting a scarf the other day. So, and is there anything else that you, any other crafts you do? Good, just stalling before I log on. Figured I'd pop in to see what you were making. Oh, thank you. There's the shout out for the flail. What does the flail do on their stream? And what I am doing, Fiber Bunny, and anybody else who's new, I'm working on a blanket for Project Linus. It's a non-profit here in the U.S. and Canada that accept Gary. Thank you for the biddies. They accept handmade blankets of all types, crocheted, knitted, quilted, a couple other types, for children up to the age of 18 that are in need, either homeless, traumatized, severely ill, you name it. So it's a good cause, and there are chapters all over the U.S. and Canada. You might have a local chapter near you, And if you do any type of crafts, fiber crafts that makes a blanket, you might want to look into them. Crochet and sew, trying your hand at knitting, and about to attempt to paint for the first time. Congratulations. Good luck with painting. I cannot paint. Cannot paint. I can't even paint a room. Well, I can paint a room. I don't want to paint a room. I hate painting. And I'm going to give you a shout out. Let me shout out Fiber Bunny 93. Oh.
He's drooling on my head. He's drooling on my head. Oh my God, he's drooling on my head.
That is Fiber Bunny and her baby was drooling on her head. I'm not totally cheating. I got a paint by number thing. So there's nothing wrong with paint by number. You're still painting. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, diamond painting is basically paint by number, but instead of paint, it's little gems. So that's not cheating. In the land of Twitch, there's a bunny so bright, crafting by day and gaming by night. With yarn in their paws and love in each stitch, Fiber Bunny 93 is the crafting niche. Niche's rich witch. From scarves to dresses, they weave tales untold in a room full of rainbows where crafts unfold. Join for a laugh, a cry, or just some good fun. For with Fiber Bunny 93, the crafting's never done. It mentioned a dress. Didn't you say that you're going to be making a dress? A crochet dress? Yes, I love the little write-ups from Frosty Tools. I choose the Dr. Seuss writing style. They've got other ones. They got a pirate one. They have a grandma one. All different types. So, thank you, Why Are You So Salty, for redeeming the turkey hat. And that means I have to change the thing. Oh, and that's bright. Designing a Valentine's dress. It's your most recent project. Yay for that. Oh, you've never seen the turkey hat? Why Are You So Salty? This was a project I made back in November. And this is a free pattern. Wait, let me see if it's still on my commands. I need to keep it on the commands because this is something I'm going to be doing all the time. Let me move this so I can see. Yes. Exclamation point turkey hat. If anybody else crochets, let me move the light out of the way. So I have to wear this for a half hour. If anyone else crochets and they want to make a turkey hat, the exclamation point turkey hat will get you the pattern. It's a free pattern, and on that turkey hat, on that website, there are instructions for sizes from toddler to adult. So the whole family can have a turkey hat. And it's a good project if you're just getting into amigurumi, because the ami part is the legs and the wings. The wings are a little more difficult because it's a weird little thing to make a wing shape. But this would be a really good project if you want to try your hand at amigurumi, because it's a basic thing. Let me bring the music back. Alright. But yes, this was a project I did in middle of November, and it's now become a channel point redeem. So all year round, you can see me wearing a turkey on my head. It reminds me of the episode of Friends or the episode of Mr. Bean where the characters get their head stuck in a turkey. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So that's what I'm working on. I'm just working on this donation blanket. I've made two other blankets for them. I've got one I just finished the other week. I've got this one I'm working on. I want to get this finished and maybe start some other ones. So Once we get a bunch, I know Grammy has made a bunch. Once we get a whole bunch more made, we can donate them. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wasn't even paying attention to the time. So I'm going to say 7:30 is when that was. No, 7:35 is when that was redeemed. So little after 8. 1, 2, 3. Skip 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You on about Mr. Bean at New Year's Eve, where he cuts the branches of twig as he ran out, then decided to use a different way to paint it? I don't remember that one. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Yeah, the Christmas one, I think is my favorite one, where he's in the department store and he's playing around with the nativity scene and the lights and the light bulbs, and all the lights in the department store go out. And okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, and speaking of Project Linus, I'm like a little slow on this. I'm trying to focus on the counts and all this. I wasn't paying attention. That is not the command. I don't even know my own commands. I should change it to Project Linus. There's the link for Project Linus if anybody was interested in it. It should show up periodically. I think I've got it set to do that. If not... Oh, no I don't. No I don't. Now I have it set so it'll show up. I've been streaming for a year. You'd think I've only been streaming for like a week. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip 1 and go 1, 2, and 3. I'm at the corner. So that gets 2. 1, and then 2. 1 and 2. Okay, I got 2 more sides to do, and then we will switch over to some tatting. I want something that's not as big, because I know tomorrow we're doing tomorrow we're doing temperature blanket. Where am I at on my temperature blanket? Let me check my calendar. The other night I did the row for November 8th. So, about 2 months, a little less than 2 months left of that blanket. I want to get as much as it done as soon as possible. 1, 2, 3, and then we do, is it 5? It's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 1, 2, 3. I lost the stitch. And 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, why am I doing 3? Should be doing 4 there. 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Skip 1, and then we're doing 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This blanket's already 30 by 30, so it's already met the minimum, but I want to do as much as I can on this. Hopefully, I might have to find other yarn for this. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's up, Moth? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Hey there, Knitter Girl. How are you doing? Moth, how is the crocheting coming along? If you need any help, let me know. And I can, hopefully or possibly walk you through some things. If you're struggling on anything. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm pretty good. I'm feeling a lot better than I did Thursday. Now you started the project playing with junk yarn. Yeah. If you are when you go to do that type of project where you're changing the colors, and if you, like I said, if you need help, because that's a little more of an intermediate to an advanced technique. I mean, it's the same stitch. Most people do single crochets when they're doing that type of stitch, but it's dealing with multiple yarns. Yeah, just let me know if you want my help. 3, 2, 3, and 4. Skip 1, and we're going to do 5 in a row. 1, 2, 3. Like, for instance, let me see if I can find this picture. I need to have this close at hand. Oh, where is it? Okay, I think it's over in this folder. Is it in? It's in here. It's in here. I know it's in here. Here it is. Oh, I didn't even do Discord share from our last break. That's alright. In a couple minutes, we're going to be going to another break, and then when we come back, we'll do Discord share then. So Moth, the type of project that you're probably going to end up doing with changing the colors between the black and the white, you're going to be changing in mid-row. You're probably going to do something like this, the center part of this, not the gray and the black stripes, just the center part here, where you do one row, you're doing like gray, and then I switch to yellow for a few stitches, then switch to gray, and then back to yellow. Well, any time of this yellow, all of this yellow is one little ball of yellow, a separate ball, and then a separate ball for the next letter. Because if you do it a different way, you carry over, you're going to see your yarn, your color coming through, and it's not going to look as good. So this is a technique called intarsia. It takes patience. And the same thing here with the Batman logo. That one row I did gray, and then I switched to black, and then back to gray. So there were two separate balls or bobbins or little things of gray yarn. One for the right side, one for the left, and one for the right. Left and right, whatever. And then the same thing when I got into here with like the yellow. I had a ball of yellow here, a yellow thing in the middle, and then one for the left. Because if I didn't, you'd see the yellow all through the black. Same thing with the black. I think I had to plan it on my own. This is a pattern I came up with my own. I designed this pattern. I think I had to have 2 separate balls of black. Yeah, because down here at the bottom, these points of the wings. So that's just something to keep in mind if you're having a all-over black and white cowl type pattern. Depending on where you have your spots, if you have multiple spots, you're going to have multiple little bobbins or balls of yarn to keep track of. And there are ways to keep track of it. One thing I recommend, and this is an idea that Grammy has used, other people online have used it. You've got a ball of yarn, and let's say you have multiples of these of the same color. To keep track of them so they're not rolling all over the place, go to the drugstore and get these little metal barrettes, and then you can slip it under and snap it on, and it's not going to come unraveled. So that's a really good, inexpensive way, and it's for anybody, to keep your balls of yarn from rolling around and unraveling. You also get them on Amazon. So, again, they're inexpensive. Instead of buying specific things, they have bobbins that you can wrap, and they can get expensive, so use the cheap stuff. Alright, we're going to have an ad coming up in a few seconds. When we get back from the ad, we will do Discord shares and all that good stuff. So, get yourself something to drink, something to eat, use the restroom, stretch, which I'm going to stretch. I got to get No, we're good with beverages. So we will be right back.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. So, I got something else, some more to drink. I lied. I was getting low on drink. I didn't realize that my beverage was low, so I wanted to refill it, stretched, and then
I managed in a few decades to marry the two most worthless men in the universe, and then proceeded to have the three most ungrateful children ever conceived. The only reason people are nice to me is because I have more money than God. Now, I'm not about to open a new can of worms.
Weezer,
What?
if this is really how you feel, it isn't healthy. Maybe you should think about coming down to the guidance center and talking to someone with that help.
I'm not crazy, Malin. I've just been in a very bad mood for 40 years.
Welcome back, Clean Miko. Like I said, I got more refilled my beverage. I stretched and I did the rest of this side. I got one more side, but you know what? We're going to put this away for tonight because I need to get this done, but I'm not feeling it right now. I want to get back to tatting, but before we do any tatting, we're going to do some Discord stuff. There's a few things over on the Discord. This was posted in the general section. I've heard of doing this. Let me resize that. I know you probably can't see this, but if you're part of the Discord, it is in the Discord. So I'm going to resize it to fit it in. I'll read it out to you. For softer yarn, if you got scratchy yarn, you want to make it softer, especially Red Heart Super Saver, but other brands are softer too. I would only do this with acrylic yarn. I would not do this with wool or alpaca or cotton. They say remove the labels, loosen up the skeins, and toss in a lingerie bag, and wash in cold water with light colors and dry on medium heat. It can help make it fluffy. It's the same type of thing after you make a blanket, and you could do it after or anytime after. If you're using the blanket, you're going to launder it. If it's acrylic, it can be most likely machine washed, and it will soften up over time. So that is a good tip for that if you've got some scratchy yarn. And I've seen that mentioned on the Crochet Crowd's channel on YouTube before. Alright, we're going to go into the Whips and Foes. That was from the other night. Alright, this is something from Upcycly. Again, we shouted at Upcycly a little while ago. I said that she was working on this blanket piece for her stepdaughter using Upcycly's late mother-in-law's yarn, and some yarn that Upcycly had. And it's going to be a bunch of squares, and each square is a different stitch. It's a project, I think, from Leisure Arts. I've seen it before, years ago. It's like a booklet, and there's also a digital version, obviously. But each square is a different stitch. It's like a sampler. So it's a good way of showing off different stitches and practicing them. So this is one of the squares. I think she posted a bunch of them. So this is one of the squares, and we've got this one here. I think I was in her stream when she was doing this one, because I remember that pattern and the colors. There's that one. There's this one. It's kind of got like it's almost a bobble and like a fan. There's some texture to it. That one is a pretty stitch. Let's see. There's this one. That is pretty also. I think this might be the Alpine stitch. I remember doing this last year on stream. That looks very familiar. So there's that. And that is squares 45, 46, 47, and 48 of 63 are complete. So she's making progress on her blanket. Again, if you're not following Upcycly, go and check them out. Oh, this is from the other night. When I was doing my quiet stream and working on the filet crochet piece. Linda Davis was in here. Linda Davis Crochet. This is a piece that they did years ago of their dog that they had in filet crochet, and it's a dark picture. I'm going to try my best to make it larger. So yes, you can do all types of pictures in filet crochet, and filet is easy. If you know a double crochet and a chain stitch and can count to 3, you can do filet crochet. That's all that it is. It's just knowing where to put what stitches where. But that's all filet is, or modern filet is double crochets and chain stitches and counting to 3. So that is a piece from Linda. Shadow Arts has a finish. These are some little cross-stitch pieces that they did. And I like this. Craft Whore. I like that a lot. Very, very cute. And I like the colors. I like the green with the black. And I like how they did just the bottom portion of one word and the top of the other, so it looks like a stripe right down the middle. And what else? Oh, you're welcome, Shadow Arch. And here's the other one. I really, really like it. Great, great stitches. That's cross stitch. We're going to be doing cross stitch in the future here on the stream. I haven't done it in years. Oh, you can't even... I got to make it a little bit smaller so it'll fit in the screen. So, that's really fun to do. And again, it's all based on pixels. And you can take a cross stitch pattern and convert it to filet crochet and vice versa. It's all based on squares and pixels. So, they can work interchangeably with each other. It's a real easy thing to do. Clay Miko. My daughter asked for Valentine's candy corn. Here's what it worked up for her. I gave it to her and she giggled and said it's a Valentine poop. I love it. And then gave it a big hug. Okay, I know Clay Miko's daughter and I can picture her actually saying that. It is really cute, Clay Miko, if you're still around. It came out great. I love that pattern. That's the same. She's a mess. Well, look who her parents are. I did the exact same pattern in October, and I did it in traditional candy corn colors. So it worked up really good with the red and the pink and the white. And I like the eyes and the little mouth. So very, very, very cute. If anybody wants this pattern, she carries it everywhere. Yay! If anybody wants this pattern, it is in my the pattern section of my Discord. You just got to scroll back. It's the only thing that's called candy corn that's in there. So back in October I did. I think I actually did it on Halloween, if I remember correctly. So we've got a finish, and what else do we have? Another great streamer here on Twitch. Let me shout them out. I'm gonna shout out MS Creates. I don't think there's any audio to this clip. MS Creates is a digital artist. Very talented, very skilled, as Llama would say. I love her art style. It's very whimsical. Very, very, very cute. And she has, what is it called on Fridays? I forgot what it's called. Fridays is where they pick, you have an animal or it's like a creature or something. And then like you can pick one of those, and then you pick like an action. Art prompt Fridays. Thank you, Just a Curious Brain Cell. So this was done yesterday. Viewers in the stream, I think Traveling Tatter chose this one, if I remember correctly. Tatter wanted, I think some of the options, one of them was a dragon, I think the other one was looking at stargazing. So, and if you know Traveling Tatter, she tats dragons frequently on her stream. So MS Creates drew this really, really cute set of dragons that are stargazing. Very, very adorable. They've done some really, really cute art in the past. There was one, it was a hippo. It was an art prop Friday. It was a hippo making snow angels. I remember that one. They also do emotes and wallpapers for like phones and that type of thing. So check their stream out. A great, great artist. In the land of MS Creates, where art prompts thrive, they sketch and they draw, making puppies come alive. With a cozy touch here and a digital stroke there, their Procreate canvas is beyond compare. Join in on Fridays with your ideas in tow for an art-filled adventure of the places you'll go. Safe space for all with stickers galore. MS Creates whimsies all leave you wanting more. So, yes, definitely a great streamer over there. And we have something from Blue Raven. The head so far on the amigurumi. I popped into Blue's stream earlier today, and he was making the eyes. And he's doing great. His first amigurumi he's ever done. I assisted him on reading the one pattern for the body, and he took it from there. So he's got the head done. He's doing great. He is definitely a amigurumi crocheter now. He's got it. So, another great streamer, and check him out. Alright, I think that is all we have for the Discord. Again, if anybody wants to... Oh, I need to take the hat off, because it's way past that time. The whole time I was talking, I had the hat on. Oh, yes, thank you for shouting out Blue Raven. Yes, thank you very much for shouting that out. And Gary, thank you for the bits again. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate that. Yes, Knitter Girl's an awesome mod. All of my mods are awesome. Alright, we're going to go and do some tatting. So, let's see if I can find... I wasn't planning on tatting tonight, but I want to tat. And I got to find the pattern for this. It's easy to find. This is a free pattern from Handy Hands. Handy Hands... Wait, why can't I click on it? Okay. Having some issues. Handy Hands is the site that has made the or sells, I guess makes the needles I use for needle tatting. They also have shuttles. These are from Handy Hands. These are handy, and these are the ones that the Traveling Tatter has in her shop. And they also carry thread. So if anybody's interested, and I know they have books for needle tatting. I'm assuming they have books on shuttle tatting. You're having trouble finding large tatting needles. Okay. Oh, wait. You can't even see me. Wait. Where's my... There I am. I had that switched off. You need help finding tatting needles. Large ones. Okay, let me see if I can find... Those are ultra-fine. Give me 1 second. I think this is it. Let me look at my little paper here. All right. This is... I'm going to pop a link into here, and I will post it in the Discord as well. And where am I going to put... I'm going to put it in the general for right now. That is a link for the larger size needles. You can also get them on Amazon. If you want to do Amazon, they have the exact same things. I actually got this from Amazon. It's from the same company. You can buy it from Handy Hands itself. The large ones are sizes 0, 1, and 2. So, a size 2 tatting needle is for most cotton yarns, which would be, in your case, Claymako, probably the yarn that you use to do your Santa doily, because that's a little bit thicker than most crochet cotton. I think it's bigger than a size 3 thread. A size 1 tatting needle is for worsted weight yarn, which is what I would recommend, just in my experience and the limited tatting that I've done in my life. If you're going to use any thicker yarns, use cotton, like a Lily Sugar and Cream, any type of cotton that you use for like dishcloths, that type of thing. Because even I've noticed, and I can see why, you want something that's smooth. You don't want anything that's going to be really fuzzy, like a Red Heart yarn or a loops and thread type worsted yarn. It's probably not going to work that well because it's too fuzzy. And even though it's not really that fuzzy, it's too fuzzy because you're pulling this through your stitches, and you don't want that to get all matted. So you want something thin. And then the size 0, which is the large one, is for chunky weight yarn. Now keep in mind, the bigger yarn you're going to have, the bigger piece you're going to have. This is much bigger than this. This is a size 3. I mean, yes, it's more times around, but that's a size 3 thread, and this is a size 10. Normally I work with a size 10 when I crochet with thread. And yeah, if you get those, and I can help you with that, I mean, in person, I'm not teaching anybody needle tatting, because I barely know it. There are some videos online, and I should put I don't know if I did or not. I'll have to check. I'll put some videos in the Discord where I kind of learned how to needle tat. Oh, and there's a book. And this is from Handy Hands also. You can get this on their website. I got this on Amazon. It's by Barbara Foster. And I've only briefly looked at it, get the basics of it. It's really easy to follow. Bright color, bright pictures. And between the video I watched and the book here, it helped me a lot. And again, I only really know how to do the basics. I don't know how to do any of the extra stuff that it's in tatting. Like, there's something called a Josephine ring. I kind of understand how it's formed. I've never done it before. There's a throne ring, which I've never done. There's a split ring I've never done. I'm not to that point. But, and from what I know this because I've looked at them, the same pattern you can use the same pattern for needle or shuttle tatting. It makes the exact same thing. And the person that's more knowledgeable in tatting in general would be the traveling tatter. There's other people that tat. There's KB Fibers. I think they know how to shuttle tat, needle tat, and they crow tat, which is something I watched her the other day. She had a crow tat along. I understand how to do it. I'm going to have trouble doing it because it's using a regular crochet needle to make the rings. It's almost like a puff stitch because you're pulling a lot. You hook through a lot of strands. So I haven't attempted that yet. Vintage Sogal needle tat. She's learning how to. Thank you for shouting out Tatter.
Right, you're distracted. Let's do the
Yes, thank you for that. Who else streams? Who else knows how to tat? Like I said, Vintage Sogal knows how to needle tat. She's learning shuttle tatting. Black Sheep Meat is learning shuttle tatting. There's a bunch of them. I think Tatter said she's found about 16 people that know how to tat or learning how to tat. And it's not announced yet, but she has mentioned it in other people's streams that she is going to probably do a tatting raid train on April 1st. April 1st is International Tatting Day. And when she announces all of that and all the information, I'm probably going to sign up for that, even though I'm new to it. She said it's all levels. That'll be kind of fun on April 1st. I don't know why it's April 1st. Rat-a-tat-tat. Yes, rat-a-tat-tat. Alright, so where am I on this? I gotta keep track. Okay, so I did that. Wait, ring. Okay, so I gotta do another ring. 10 and join to here. Oh, where's my hook? Uh-oh. I need my little crochet hook to do my joins. But yeah, Clay Miko, I think you might be able to get the hang of this. Yeah, there's a learning curve, but I think you'll be able to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, I gotta redo that. There's a gap between my stitches, and that's not gonna pull through. Actually, you know what? This will pull through. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Because I gotta remember, that is what's going... No, that's not gonna be... Wait. That's not gonna be pulled through. Yeah, I gotta redo that. I gotta make them closer. That's the part I'm having trouble with, is getting my rings and chains real tight to each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, that's much better. Yeah, I'm going to be making a ring here, but I got to join it to my previous round. Join those together. Pop it on there. So there's 10. 2. Small picot and 8. Do 2 more double stitches. 1 and 2. Do a small picot and then 8. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now I gotta close up the ring, and that's the part that I don't like, because this eye of the needle is a little too thick, and that's where I get all of the problems of getting it off the needle. I probably should use a smaller needle. But I'm afraid it's going to be too small. They don't have another one. Shouldn't be that difficult to take off. Okay. Now we go. Now we're getting them. Okay. Do this, that out of the way. Come on. Okay. Pull. I had to add thread, and I made an extra long loop because I don't like adding thread. That's one thing I found, that I hate adding thread, and I hate weaving in ends on tatting. I love it on crochet, Tatting, I hate it. Hate it. So that's why I have a really long, made it absurdly long. It shouldn't be this long. But it is what it is. I just got to be careful with my tails, so we don't get all tangled. Alright. Gonna go there. Keeping the pinch. Cinch that up. I made a ring! Yeah, they could have been a little closer, but I made a ring. Okay. All of that. Okay, get this out of my way so it's not making a total or more of a mess. And now reverse work. So that means we flip. I put the ball over there. So we're going to do a chain. And the chain is 3. And then to that. Okay. So we're working over this one now. That one goes back there. So we would do 3, is that what that said? Yeah, 3. One. 2. 3. Is that close enough? Yeah, that's close enough. I gotta join. To here. Join you there. And then 8 picot 8. So let's do that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that picture above me is not my picture. That's from the Handyhand site. That's showing you what it's going to look like. Mine's not going to be as nice as that, and I'm obviously different colors. It's 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we do a picot. And then 8. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Oh, if Clean Miko's still around, the next time I see you in person, I got an idea for the future. I have an idea. I had a brilliant idea tonight. 8, and then we do a small picot, and 1. So that's the 1 there. And now we are gonna go and pull all of this through. What do you mean tonight? It's still getting late tonight. And probably tomorrow, probably not. I'm kind of busy tomorrow. I'm streaming tomorrow night. But like I said, the next time I see you, got an idea for the future. My loop was caught on my... I was just going to say... Well, I'm going to say it. My loop was caught on my knob. The doorknob of my cabinet, of my desk. Okay. And I made that chain. Now we're going to reverse work, and we're going to flip it. Move you over there. Move all of this over there. Hopefully that did not knot. Reverse work. Gotta go find the thing. So I'm going to do a ring of 8. Join to this. Yeah. Yeah, there's a picot there. A little picot. Alright. We're going to do 8. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I gotta do a join to this spring that I just made. There's a little picot there. Come on, grab the thing, pop it up onto the needle. Okay. Then I do 2 and join to the same thing. Okay, I know where that goes. So there's 1, 2. Join to that. Excuse me. Join to that. 2. 2, I need to do the join, so I need to do 2 on a small picot. Oh, that's where I gotta move this out of the way. So there's 1, and there's 2, and then a small picot and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Close ring? Yes, close ring. My piece is getting large. That's where I have trouble taking everything off. It's just that eye of that needle's way too thick. Alright. So hold that there. And that's got to be held there. Okay. Bring loop is way too big. And I'm afraid I'm going to have knots. So I think I'm getting a knot. Set you there, don't move. Yeah, don't do what I did and have a really long loop. Okay, that's the right one to move. Good. That's the right one to pull through. Back to this. Move that to the back. Pick up that. There, I made another ring. So the ring, now we're going to reverse work and we're going to do a chain. So each little section is a ring, chain, ring, chain, ring. So I've done the ring, chain, ring. I need to do a chain, then a ring. Turn that there. I don't need any of that loop because I'm not working on the ring. That's the ring thread. That's just now on the chain thread. See, I'm learning. I'm learning the things. Okay, wait. We did a ring. Okay. Kind of sad that you left your wooden teacup thing at your house? What do you mean a wooden teacup thing? So I need to do a chain. One. Where's the previous chain? Yeah. Last weekend I made a wooden marble roller coaster thing on... Oh! Huh. Gonna make a wooden teacup ride tomorrow. Oh, that's cool! Oh, wow. I'm gonna have to check out your stream. I don't know if I've ever been in your stream. I should. I guess I have to go back to your house to get it. If you want... Yeah. Chain. And then join to that. You don't stream often? That's fine. One. And now... Gonna... do the thing. Okay, do the join. I joined. The join. And now 8 Pico 8. So do you... I'm assuming it's like roller coaster, like wooden track pieces that you put together, or you make the actual like pieces out of wood, like carve it and... That's the join. Oh, a 3D puzzle. Oh, okay. I think I've seen videos of those before. Yeah, where they've got like tunnels and everything. And they got bridges and all of that type of thing. I think I've seen videos of that. Those things are pretty cool. What's actually along the same lines. I don't know if it's still around. Years ago, I saw a video. This thing was made, I want to say back in the late 80s. I think it was somebody in San Francisco, because it was like San Francisco, it was all San Francisco themed, but it was all made out of matches, or not matches, toothpicks. It was this huge thing, and you put the ball in, and there's different tracks, and like it was a thing that looked like the Golden Gate Bridge you would go by, and there was different like landmarks for all of San Francisco. And I think the thing was a touring exhibit. I don't know if it ever came to my area. I'll have to find that. I gotta remember. I'll have to find that video and post it in my Discord. And there was like different options. Like you put the ball on the top, and it would go to one place, and then another, and it would go to another. Yeah, it was really complex, but it was made out of toothpicks. I forgot what it was called. I'll have to Google that. So join 8 Pico 8. I think I can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Copy! Hello, stranger. How are you? Welcome in. Been a while since you've been here. It's been a while since I've talked to you. What's going on? I have just recently learned how to do needle tatting. It's just like shuttle tatting. It's a different tool. It makes the same thing. So I'm working on this what do you call it? This coaster medallion piece. Yeah, I like it. I'm brand new to it. I've learned shuttle tatting. I'm very, very, very rusty with that. I got to get better. And this is my second piece that I've worked on. There's another piece I'm working on. This is a modern pattern. This piece here is a vintage pattern from like the 20s. But I have a finish. This is a modern. No, this is tatting. This is needle tatting. It's a way of making lace. And it uses, the way I'm doing it, it uses a needle, a very long, blunt tip needle. It's got an eye on it. There's other ways of doing the exact same thing, making the exact same thing, but you use a shuttle here, and you put your thread on this, and it's a motion that you do to make the same thing. I'm learning both recently, but my very first finish, it's some from the same website as this. These are modern patterns. This is like a pendant. It's got a little loop here, or an ornament, or just some little decorative stuff. Speaking of tatting, hey there, Traveling Tatter. The Traveling Tatter is what is the person that has inspired me to learn tatting. Thank you for the hydrate. I am talking a lot. You're not a bad influence. It's a good influence. But, yeah, this is my very first finish. And Tatter, I don't know if you had seen that the last time you saw this, I weaved in my tails. Yes, thank you for that, the shout out. Yes, the singing clip. Tatter usually does not sing, but that is a rare occasion. But, like I said, this was a modern free pattern from, Handy Hands. And, again, like I said, the Traveling Tatter does shuttle tatting. Exact same thing, but with a shuttle. Oh, Tatter and anybody who's coming in now, give me 1 second. Gotta get the thing and the thing. Yes, the third round is coming along. There are some mistakes. There are definitely some mistakes, and I don't like this needle because the eye of the needle seems to be too big, and I'm having trouble pulling it through my stitches. but that could be the needle, it could be me. But in unrelated, tonight I glued most of the angel together. She's been glued. Her wings have been put on. I did her hair, so I starched her hair, and it's pinned in place. I can't put in, whoops, I can't put on the halo yet until her hair is dry. So she had a day at the salon. She got her wings. So that has been done. Whoops. And I also have blocked one of the fans that I made. I still have to block the white one, but it's got like the waviness, you know, like it's like a fan. It's pleated, it's rippled, it's accordion folded. So that's what we did earlier tonight. Finally found a good craft table. Very good copy. Yes, I love the fan. Oh, and when the fan is done, I mean, I have one in white. I need to make a tassel. And for both of them. And then I'm going to find contrasting ribbon, thin ribbon, to weave in through these stitches here around the bottom here. And the pattern that I got it from, the picture showed like a little, like a ribbon rose or a dried little flower or something. So I'll find something. I don't know exactly what I'll use as a little embellishment. And then I have to figure out how to use it as an ornament, because I don't want to hang. I mean, it's got to hang from there. Maybe I have to make a loop. That's easy to do, to make an ornament. Now that Christmas is over, but it'll be ready for next year. So I have two little fans. Using a table that was just like cardboard. Now I have a table that can support my weight. So like both of my Cricuts and my sewing machine. I didn't know that you had Cricut machines and a sewing machine. Copy, you don't stream, do you? I know I've been in Discord chats with you before, and you paint. Really, really good artist. All different types of canvases and bright colors, and just really, really nice. Taught yourself how to do it with sewing machine. Very, very cool. Yes, a good table is fantastic. Fantastic. If you thought about a small LED light for inside of what? The angel? I don't want my angel to light up. Seatbelt covers. Oh, very, very cool. Cuppy, are you part of my Discord? If you're not, !Discord will get you the link. And yes, I think I'm in your Discord. Yes, I think. If you join my Discord, I have a channel, Whips and Foes. It's Whip Works in Progress or Finished Objects. If you want to share anything in the Discord, feel free to do that. We share anytime. We just did a share earlier tonight. But at any time during the stream, even after I've shared, if anybody has anything, let me know. And we can always go and take a look over there. I need to turn off that alert because I'm not doing the blanket right now. We were working on a blanket earlier. We worked on an angel. We worked on a blanket. Now we're doing tatting. We're doing it all. Yeah. Do you stream? I got to keep track of where I'm at. So that was it. Oh, I got to do a Pico and 8. You don't? 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's 8. So now we got to do a Pico. So that's 1, 2. Spent the last 2 days doing cupcake puzzles. Oh, very nice. 3, like jigsaw puzzles. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 24 cupcakes? Oh, wow. Like, 24 different puzzles? Or a puzzle that had 24 cupcakes on it? So there's 8. 24 different puzzles. Wow. So there's 8. Small Pico, then 3. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. And now I can close this. And, okay, this is the part that I've got problems with. First of all, I know Tatter's probably going to yell at me, but I don't like weaving in and adding new thread. So I've got an extra long loop here. Sally, you're off to bed. Send you a DM before. Okay. But yeah, I have an extra long loop. I know I shouldn't do that. But so far I'm managing, and this is a size 3 thread, so it's not going to knot up as easily. Would never yell at you. You do however it works best. Yeah. Okay. Problem is that I have this needle. But yes, good night, Baloo. I will chat with you later. Okay, I got the eye of the needle through. It's just, I hate adding thread. And I wanted to make certain I had enough to go around this whole piece. Because I already had to add thread once. And I was like, yeah, not a fan. So. But so far I have not had any knots. And it being a thicker thread, it doesn't knot up as easy. And as I say that, I got a small little rat's nest, but it's manageable. As I say that. Oops. Okay. Now I gotta see if I can. Yes, that's the right one. Pulling the tail thread. Oh no, maybe that's not the right one. Ah. Give me 1 second so I can get this. But I have not had to, I'm not taking out any of my stitches. So, there's that. Okay. There, I did the thing. We're going to have another ad. Didn't know the ads are creeping up on me that fast. Then we're going to go to an ad, and when we come back, I'm going to do one more ring. And then we're probably going to raid out, but it's going to take me a while to do this ring. So everybody, grab yourself something to drink, something to eat, self-care, all of that good, fun stuff. And we will be right back.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for sitting through that ad break. I got myself something to drink. I did some stretches. So we are back. I see that Cuppy has posted something in the Discord. I've been in Discord calls with Cuppy before, and her house is like a art gallery, wall-to-wall art that she has made, and I'm gonna share. Now these are puzzles that she did, but oh wait a minute, that needs to go on the thing. Again, that coaster above me, that is not my picture. That is from Handy Hands, just an example of what I'm working on here. Didn't know where to put it. Nope, that's fine. Yeah, Whips and Foes is great there. That's a great thing. I mean, it's a finished object. You actually finished putting it together, so that is perfect. So this is the 24 cupcake puzzles. Those are really, really cute. Really, really cute. I like how they're not rectangular or square. They're like cupcake shaped. Very, very cute. Altogether, 1,000 pieces. Were all the pieces in one box? Or are they 24 separate boxes? Two 500-piece boxes. Oh, wow. So you had to sort them all out, and they were separate puzzles. That is pretty cool. So, thank you very much for... And the back of them are color-coded. Oh, to make it easy. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. But yes, thank you for sharing in the Discord, and anytime you can share. What did Gary say? Did Tatter get any snow? Flurry's not enough to stick. You know what? You can have it all, Tatter. You can have all the snow. Just checking in. Yes, be safe if you go out. Yes, definitely. Anybody who has any type of inclement weather, safety is very important. Careful with all of that. We only got rain. You're getting flurries. Yeah, we got rain. And there's a nor'easter that's coming up the coast, so that's all we've got. I don't know if other areas... I know Grammy ETC said Western Maryland, the mountains, had 4 to 8 inches. Looks like it was wrong about... Oh, I saw that before when you went on break. Wrong about how old needle tatting is. It's vintage as well. As mentioned in his books, as early as 1843. Oh, wow. Well, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Again, the first time I heard of needle tatting, I think was from you. When you had mentioned it. Yes, be safe. Yes, as it melts, it can freeze. That is not to be played with. Okay, I need to do 8 and join to here. But yeah, I didn't know that needle tatting was as old. Massive fan of anything rustic. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Do painting, perler beads, string art. Yes, I remember the string art. Puzzles, anything with the cricket. Also do t-shirts, vinyl decals, keychain. Oh, wow. I know you have said that you have sold or done commissions for some of your paintings. Tie-dye. Yeah, I think I remember you doing tie-dye. I think I remember that. Yeah, Cuppy is very, very talented, or skilled, I should say. Some people don't think it's talent. There's some skill. ADHD is fun. Hey, it's a good way to express yourself. And it's better than doing other things that could be harmful to your health. So, join. Then I do 2, and I'm going to join to that Pico. Only aggravate? You don't aggravate. 1 and 2. Still having issues with the sewing machine, with the threading, but other than that, yeah. I've learned how to use a sewing machine when I was young. So I've been around them my entire life. Your dad's going to give you a Singer from the 1940s. Oh, wow. Is it a featherweight? I know they had other ones, too. Featherweight were very common. They're... Oh, it's in its own box. Okay. So is it like its own table? Like in a cabinet? I tried to threading my mom's machine and got poked myself. Yeah. Don't be doing that. Don't be unthreading a sewing machine. Wait, did you get poked by the needle or by your mom? Very cool. I mean, if it's in really good condition and it's still working, just be careful about the cords. Like the cord that I'd be a little leery with old cord, like electrical. I mean, you can always upgrade them to more modern. Oh, by the needle. Your mom taught you how to hand sew when I was young, so I'm better at mending things. Learning the machine is hard. Yeah, it takes a little bit of practice, but you can get it. And all you really need, and if Grammy ATC is here, she'll tell you all you really need is a straight stitch and a zigzag stitch. That's really all you need when you first learn. You don't need all these extra bells and whistles. And a machine from the 40s isn't really going to have all these extra fancy stitches. Mom is on oxygen. Her days are spent sewing and quilt making. Nice. Well, not that she's on oxygen, but sewing and quilt making. Sorry that she's on oxygen. Haven't used a sewing machine since high school home ec. My mom tried showing me a few weeks ago, but I have to read the directions a couple times to get it. Yeah, that or hands-on. The difficult part is threading it, because each machine are threaded slightly different. Yes, hands-on. Realize you can't hand sew through Velcro. That could be difficult. It'd be very difficult to hand sew through Velcro. You would need a really strong needle for that, and a thimble or those leather, or those, what do you call it, the moleskin type things for your thumbs to help push you through so you don't impale yourself on the eye of the needle. Hey there, what a yarnaholic. Welcome in. How are you? We're talking about sewing machines, and I'm trying to needle tat. Okay, so we joined. Chain, no, 10 stitches, and then close. $8,000 worth of machines. I was crazy. Are you crazy? My dad said whatever makes her happy. Most digital to help her with eyesight. Yes, there can be sewing machines that cost more than most people's cars. Yeah. Doing good. Eating some ice cream before I resume knitting a sweater scarf. Ooh. What flavor ice cream? And what color scarf? Okay, so I need to do 10. I need to learn to talk and tat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and do one more. 10. Trade in old ones, get the normal model. Yes, that's very common. I have a friend who works at a quilt shop. He teaches quilting and sells machines, and they trade them in a lot. Cookies and cream, topped with crushed peppermint. Okay, you can have the peppermint candy. I like peppermint, but not my ice cream. But cookies and cream is my favorite. What kind of? Yes, Tatter. Ice cream flavors are very important. And a black sweater scarf. Oh, wait. Gary, are you having butter pecan ice cream? Mint chocolate chip. Yeah, cookies and cream is my favorite. I like cookies and cream, and my other favorite is Dutch chocolate. Dutch chocolate is different than regular chocolate. It's not because it's from Dutch. It's a process they do to it, and it makes a very smooth, creamy consistency. Oh God, it's so good. You're having butter pecan ice cream. Okay, we don't need the tat. Let's talk about ice cream. Butter pecan is one of my favorites. Also, favorite butter pecan or cookie dough brownie batter. My grandmother always had butter pecan ice cream. If you can get Pierre's brand ice cream, everything but the kitchen sink. Yeah. My grandmother always had butter pecan ice cream. We go to visit her. She lived about an hour away. And she insisted on sending us home with a thing of ice cream. We're like, yeah, no, it's going to melt. He's from Georgia. That and always a 5-pound bag. No, they don't come in 5-pound bags anymore. But a 5-pound bag of Domino brand sugar. She was diabetic. She shouldn't have had it in the house. Yeah, those are really good flavors. Okay, I'm having so much trouble taking these stitches off this needle. Grandmother would make it homemade. Oh. Okay. Now I want ice cream. Yeah, the eye of this needle is just way too big. And I'm using the correct needle for this thread. But I got it. You can have ice cream, but in moderate. Oh, because you're diabetic. They make no sugar added ice cream. I know Blue Bunny, if you can find Blue Bunny, is pretty good. Again, in moderation. I mean, obviously. But yes, they do make no sugar added, and it tastes really good. It tastes just like regular ice cream. I can't tell a difference in it. Okay. So I need to keep that there. I gotta put that over my thumb, and I gotta grab that there. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Friend purchased a long arm, and he needs to do an LLC to, yes, okay, long arm machine. My friend, who's a quilter, wait, am I even going, yeah, I'm doing this right, okay. He has a long arm machine, he sells long arm machines. Yeah, those things are, even the small ones are not cheap. Yes. Crazy, crazy expensive. Yeah. I mean, if you're really into that and can afford it, then you're going to use it. Definitely. Alrighty. So I finished another section. I'm halfway done the blue round. It's not the best. It's crappy thread. But as a practice piece, something more elaborate than my first one. I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing. Yeah, there's some bad spots in some of the thread. Well, thank you. I'm trying. Okay, let me... Ah! My fan and my angel almost flew away. Okay, I'm trying to untangle. So it does... So, like, does it just do the loops and whatnot? And how the... Oh, you mean this here? Okay. Basically what tatting is, and Traveling Tatter could back me up or correct me if I'm wrong, but you're basically making rings, that's the circles, and then chains, which is this arch piece here, and it's how you make them and where you join them. That's essentially what it is, and it's specific type of knot that you're making to form everything. And then there's extra things, and I haven't learned them yet. There's a thing called a throne ring. And Tatter, if I'm wrong, correct me. Isn't a throne ring a ring that comes off of a chain? I don't know how to do that yet. I think that's what that is. Okay. And then there's something called a split ring, which I'm not certain. Is that where you do like half of the ring and you keep going, and then when you come back, you do the other half? Maybe? But, yeah, it's just a form of lace making. Yes, mostly, but you do each half with separate shuttles. Oh, okay, yes, where you do... Okay, yeah, there are... And Traveling Tatter would know more about this. There is a type of it with shuttle tatting where you have two separate shuttles. I haven't got to that part in shuttle tatting. But, yeah, and I don't know how you would do it with a needle. But all it is you're making this one stitch, and I can show you. I can show you, and I can always take it out real quick. So, this is needle tatting. Again, I'm not a teacher. If you've mastered the basics, it's all rings and chains. Everything else is just modification, yes. And try all that with a ball of butter pecans. No. You can't let it sit there because it'll melt. And that is a sin, just letting ice cream melt. You eat the ice cream, then you wash your hands and clean up, and then you do the tatting. Priorities, Gary, priorities. But yeah, you make the rings, and depending on what you're going to do next, you either keep going, like this pattern here, I just made this ring. You can have the pistachio ice cream. I like pistachios by themselves, but I don't want pistachio ice cream. So in this pattern here, I make the ring. Oh, yeah. Half melty, yes, definitely. Yes. I don't want it completely melted. So you make the ring here. And then this pattern, I'm going to make another ring when I go to do it. So I'm going to leave it just like this and then make the other ring. And then this method is the ball method. There are ways of doing this without the ball. I just know this version. So anytime I'm going to do a ring, I'm going to work with the string that is connected to my needle. And it's the same thing if you're going to do shuttle tatting. You do the ring with the thread that is connected to your shuttle. And then if you're going to do this chain, which is this arch piece, you're going to make your knots on the string that's connected to your ball. I like it melted just enough. Yes, yeah, that's fine, just enough until it's whipped, so you can, it's smooth. Mine doesn't last long. You buy yours from Brahms. I don't know what Brahms is. But again, I am not by no means a instructor of this, but with needle tatting, it's a, well, shuttle tatting too. It's a basic stitch called a double stitch. So with this is you wrap it like this, and you make the stitch like this, and you pull it that way. Well, let me do it again. So you wrap your thread around the back of your index finger, go under and go towards the tip of your finger, and then pull it, and it makes like it's a half stitch actually, what it's called, and it goes on there. And then the next thing you do is you wrap it the other way, so you put your finger in front and wrap it this way and bend your finger, and then you put your needle against your finger under the thread towards the nail, and you pull it like that, and that forms a double stitch. And it's the same stitch that you form when you're shuttle tatting. Lark's head stitch, yes. Yes, it's a lark's head stitch in regular knotting, but in tatting it's called the double stitch. Yep. They have their own cows, and their dairy products are amazing. They have over 300 types of ice cream. Oh my, that's a lot of ice cream. But that's what all tatting is based off, is that stitch, and it's how many you do. Oh, and then the other thing is, there's a picot. A picot is, I feel like my name is the Traveling Tatter. So I'm going to make another double stitch. So that's the first half, and that's the second half. And I can't zoom any further because my camera's not that good. But I've got 2 of those stitches there, and I'm going to do it again. Let me see if I can do it this way. So I'm wrapping my finger, the thread around the back of my finger, going from my finger up to the tip, but I'm picking up the thread with my other finger. I'm grabbing the thread, removing my left hand finger, and pull tight. It's wrapped on the needle, and then the other half you go under like this, bend your finger, go from your finger towards the tip, and that is double stitch. Post a picture. Oh no, they're talking about ice cream. And then a picot is all a picot is. It's a loop of thread. So to do a picot, Gary is mean, yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the first half of my double stitch, but I'm not going to pull it all the way against my other stitches. I'm going to leave a space. See, there's a space between here and there, and there's different sized picots. And my challenge is just trying to get all my picots even. And they make things called picot gauges. You can make your own. Tatter's made her own. So I'm going to hold my finger there, hold that stitch there, and I'm going to finish the double stitch. So I've got a double stitch over here, but I got this loop of thread in between. And now when I tighten them up, it forms that little loop. And those little loops are called picots. And those are either decorative, or you can use those to join other elements too. So anytime here, where I join this ring is joined to this ring here, it's down here, and to this peach ring here. Those are joining picots. And the only decorative ones on this, and they're not really that good, in the middle of these chains, there's a picot here. There should be a picot there. That one, I need to get better at working on those. So, like this piece here doesn't have any decorative picots. They're all joining. So there's a picot here that joined. There's one here. So they're in between. And there's a big one here joining these 4 rings in the center. Again, I'm no expert. That's just what I've learned between tatter and videos on the internet. And it's just a matter of how many stitches you make, how many picots, and combining them with making them into rings and chains and how you put them all together. But the good thing with needle tatting is if you mess up, let's say I mess these up, I can easily slide them all off and redo them real quick. With shuttle tatting, that's a little more tricky. You have to unpick each stitch. Your garlic you planted is growing like crazy. Oh wow. I love garlic. We were in here earlier talking about onions. Mickey, I don't remember the rest of her username. We're talking about onions. So onions, garlic. You didn't think of that? Yes, it's an advantage of the needle. So yeah, if you make a mistake and it's like, oh no, or let's say that's fine, and I make a mistake here, right as I do it, like if I do this here, oh, I made a mistake right there. So I can easily take it off, and you're good to go. Or if my picot isn't big enough and I catch it early, I can slide off that stitch and redo the picot, right? And you're back in business. So that is an advantage of it. And needle tatting is faster than shuttle tatting, but it makes the exact same thing. I've read that beading is easier with needle tatting. Huh. So I want to try it and compare it since I prefer to use small beads. Yeah. Oh, and copy, if you're still here, with needle tatting, see with shuttles, where's my shuttles? You put all your thread on your shuttle, and it doesn't really matter what size shuttle you have when you shuttle tat, because the thread determines the size. Well, the same thing with needle tatting. Yes, actually, that is how the traveling tatter describes it. When you shuttle tat, and I don't have it right here ready, you form a loom in your fingers, and it's a way that you put it underneath and over and under. Yes, you're basically doing a loom. What is a loom? You know what a loom is. Yeah, your hand is the loom. Yeah. Yes. Yep. It works the same thing as a shuttle in a weaving loom. It's something that holds your thread, and your hand is the loom. But with needle tatting, the needles, I've got a set of 4 needles. They're all different sizes. And yes, copy. I'm going to shout you out again, Tatter. You've been shouted out like 3 times. Follow Tatter.
Right, do a distract.
Sorry about the singing, because I know Tatter doesn't like that. If you follow her stream, she has like a carousel of pictures that will rotate. She's done bracelets, necklaces. Tatter does a lot of jewelry. So yes, you can do friendship bracelets and all that types of thing. Yes. But again, there's different size needles, and they correspond to the thickness of your thread. I'm using inexpensive Aunt Lydia's crochet cotton. They have different sizes of them. This here is a size 10. That's very common to find. This is a size 3. Learn how to do friendship bracelets in high school. Okay, yes, the friendship bracelets you do in high school is like a form of macrame. This is a cousin of macrame. We got to try to get the Tatter to say it. But yes, with needle tatting, the needles correspond to the size of thread because of the eye, and these needles, the eyes are really close to the same size or width of the actual needle, because when you pull through, because you're forming the knots around this. With shuttle tatting, you're forming the knots on the thread itself. So the thread is kind of forming with shuttle tatting, it's forming the thickness because you're on the actual thread. So this has to be very close to the size of your thread. But it took me maybe a day or two to watch a couple videos. And where's the book? Where's my book? Oh, here it is. This book here, I got this. This is from Handy Hands, the same place that has the needles. They have thread, they have shuttles. This is a Handy Hands product. This book is really, really easy to understand. Bright, I'm just going to show real quick. I'm not going to show a lot of it because it's copyrighted. But bright colored pictures. And between that and the videos, you can pick it up. You can do it. So again, those are just practice. I'm going to take this off my needle. And this is all ready for the next time I work on this. I think we're going to go and find somebody to raid here. It's been 3.5 hours. I'm getting tired. I'm also getting a little hungry, especially everybody talking about ice cream, and I have no ice cream. Thank you, everyone. Oh. Now I'm making a mess with my thread. Oh, also Cuppy. And Clay Mika was in here earlier. I don't know if she's still here. They make larger needles for larger yarn. And I said yarn. They make ones for worsted weight yarn, which worsted weight yarn is your basic ordinary yarn. I wouldn't use acrylic because it's fuzzy. I would use cotton. But they do make larger needles for larger yarn. And you're obviously going to have a much larger piece. So that's another advantage, I think, for needle tatting, because it's kind of difficult to get all of that type of yarn on a shuttle. I know they make larger shuttles, but still they can only hold X amount. You'd be adding a lot of thread constantly to your shuttle. Alright. And I don't know what is up with this music. This is supposed to be lo-fi, and this is not lo-fi in my book. Alrighty. So let's switch this over. And I've got a mess. Alrighty, we're going to go and find somebody to raid. But before we do that, I'm going to go and do all my socials. I'm going to head out, try to cut. Yeah, definitely. I stream 5 nights a week. My schedule is down below, wherever. I will be on tomorrow night for the temperature blanket piece that I've been doing since last January. Got a little less than 2 months left to do on it, so that is still a thing. I want it to be done and over with and out of my life. Before you leave, Cuppy, on Tuesdays in January, we're doing a Stitch Dictionary where I show how to do a specific type of crochet stitch, and then afterwards we'll do tatting or fiber prep or something else. Wednesdays, my plan is to do needlepoint. I was going to do it this past Wednesday. Oh, I canceled Wednesday. I wasn't feeling well. Anyway, so I've got a needlepoint project that I'm going to be doing. Oh, you can't even see because I switched the thing. So we're going to be doing this. It's a kit. This little butterfly piece. And then on Thursdays, Cuppy, you're not familiar with Thursdays. Thursdays, I have a guest host. I don't stream. There's a stream on Thursdays, but I am not here on Thursdays. And her name is Granny Karen Cakes Marino. She's an elderly lady. She's feisty, and she likes to talk about her family. And this is Dear Granny Karen Cakes Marino. Oh, thank you. all started last April. I was doing a Granny Square week where it was Granny Square themed, and 2 of the days I got hijacked. Somehow, this old lady hijacked my stream, and I couldn't have access to it. Apparently what had happened is her grandson, Alpaca, somehow got into my account and had his grandmother stream, and she didn't know anything. She's 97 years old, and she was doing her crochet. And then over the summer, thank you for the follow, Rainy Marie. So over the summer, I got in contact with her. I liked her style of stitching. She does vintage pieces. She did this one on stream. So she teaches us some vintage crochet. So I liked her style. She apologized. She didn't know she was doing anything wrong. I forgave her. And she is now a permanent host on Thursdays. So for Throwback Thursdays, Granny Karen Cakes Burrito will be here. So if you're here, ask her about her family. And if you are any little bit of lip, she will call you out on it. So just fair warning. Fair warning. Alrighty. So we're going to do the little social thing. I have a YouTube channel. Did everybody know that? All of my streams are uploaded to the channel when I'm done streaming, unedited. The way you see it here is the way you see it there. It's a good archive. I actually used the archive the other day when I was putting on the edging on the filet crochet piece that I did, that Granny Karen started. I couldn't remember what hook I used. So I went back and looked at the video, and I found the hook. Luckily, it was one of the ones with the orange handles. It wasn't one of the thin steel hooks. So that's kind of a good use of it for myself. But you can watch streams all the way back to December of 2022, when I first started the stream. I also have a Discord. Check out my Discord. Share your art. Share your work. Additionally to that, I have a merch store. I've got t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, tote bags, accessory pouches, 32-ounce stainless steel water bottles. If you are also a dirty hooker like I am, yes, I'm a dirty hooker because I don't wash my crochet hooks. There are people that do. And you want to show your pride for being a dirty hooker, pick yourself up some merch. We also have some other items that are not dirty hooker themed. I need to work on Granny Karen merch. I was supposed to do that back in November, but it was been hectic. That didn't happen, so that is one of my goals for the next month or two, is to get some Granny Karen merch. Alright, so let me get the raid call. I don't even know who we're going to raid. That is the raid call for followers. Let me find the thing over here on the thing. Where did I put it? I'm going to get the raid call for followers. If you are a subscriber, that is the raid call for subscribers. I don't even know who's even on. Does anybody have any suggestions who we could go and raid? Actually, Ash Bash 108. What are they doing? Let me go and take a look. I'm not familiar with that channel. They're doing crochet. Okay. Yeah, definitely. And they are a smaller streamer. They've only got 113 followers. Super chill. We like that. All right, that's who we're going to go and raid. Let me turn my music off now. So everybody copy that raid call, if you will. And I will be on tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern for the temperature blanket piece that I've been working on. So catch me then. Again, join the raid. Show them some love. Follow them. I'm going to follow them too. And as I always say every night, happy crafting.